Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I want Chakene Ifia and Otegaka. It's been a long time. Nchoron Christian Soku. So I want to talk about this today. I want to remind Christians that what they are doing is sun worship. Stop thinking your religion is superior to every other religion. What you are actively doing is worship of the sun god. That is what you're actively doing. Hmm? Okay, now calm down. I'm not here to look for trouble. Even though I'm looking for trouble, but I'm not here to look for trouble. So let's calm down. Let me explain it to you. Can you style in the Ama Jehovah where baggy? Good. You call Jesus the Son of God, right? You call Jesus the Son of God, and let's look at it. The Son you're actually talking about is S-U-N, not S-O-N. The Oyibo that gave you the religion, they know what they are doing. Jesus being the Son of God, the S-U-N of God, born of the Virgin Mary. Mary does not actually mean bitterness. Mary does not actually mean bitterness. It simply means of the sea. Miriam, Mary, Maria, these are the same name. Osina Miri, of the sea. So the Son, born of Virgin Mary, we are talking about a Christ. So Christ is a consciousness. It means light. Let's look at the Holy Eucharist in the Catholic Buhari. The Holy Eucharist, the sacraments, the symbol is that of the Son. I don't know Obara Christi, Kobirai. Let's talk about Obara. In Igbo, in Alpha language, in ancient Igbo, what is the meaning of Obara? Obara is simply the Son. Yes, the Son actually has two names in Igbo. In Deep Igbo, Okwankunas, Obara and Ora. That is what you call the Son. That is why they are so focused on the body and blood of Christ. As we rise every day with the sun rises every day. I don't know Obara Christi. Why is it always about the blood? There is a saying in Igbo spirituality. Ewe ife a na-akpọ ndị dibịa. Afa na-akpọ dibịa. Ọbara tule na-agwọ ọbara ọrịa. Ọbara tule na-agwọ ọbara ọrịa. So ịbụrụkwa dibịa wee na-ege m ntị. Ọbara tule na-agwọ ọbara ọrịa doesn't mean you should start going to pour blood and pour rubbish and scatter everywhere your temple, everything blood on esisige. Ebe ndị ajọ mmụọ bịa and all that. Let's talk about ọbara tule na-agwọ ọbara ọrịa. Ọbara tule, the lights that introspects, the light that searches, finds out the cause of the problem. Now, this is what Alpha does. Or total the problem, like going to a laboratory. When you go to a laboratory, you have any problem, you have any sickness, you go to a laboratory. You offer your blood for them to search to find the cause of your ailments. Because your blood have a relationship with the sun. Your blood responds to the sun, especially as a black person. Your blood communicates with the sun. Obaratule. And they introspect. Obaratule na go obarora. Obarora, the sickness that plagues your blood. Ora is sickness. Ora. Get to these two things. Imana asusu Igbo wel ko si ada. E wele egbe we egbe. We akwa. So ora, just like when we say oracle. Oracle is ocho. Bad energy. So let's say ora, obaratule na go obarora. That is that bad energy that infects the blood. That sickness that plagues you. That problem that plagues you. This connection with the blood. When this light introspects and find out the problem, it heals. It cleanses. Well, let's look at it from another angle. Because I always say in this ordinala, if you cannot find it, that's why I keep saying I'm not Ezewayomenane. If you cannot find it in nature, if you cannot find it around you, then it does not exist. Odero. There is proof everywhere. Let's talk about jaundice. Jaundice. Where does this sickness start? What causes jaundice? When there is too much amount of bilirubin in the blood, in the liver. What does the liver do in the body? One of the functions of your liver is to filter your blood, to take away sickness and all that. So when there is too much amount of bilirubin, there is jaundice. And how does jaundice come out? You start seeing it on the skin. They start turning yellow, the nose, the eyes. I say now maybe water is always affecting children because their liver is not fully developed. I say I had a jaundice. What is the first course of treatment? Vitamin D. I say why now? Put your child out to the sun by 8 a.m., 9 a.m. for them to take the sun up till 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. depending on how the sun starts getting too hot. You take them away. Obara Jesus. Obara. We are not talking about the normal Obara. We are talking about lights. And of course, remember, for you to understand, that is the sun. Obarage is also symbolic to the sun, coursing through your body, causing warmth. When you die, when you stop drawing breath, the blood stops flowing, you become cold. There's no longer warmth in your body. Yes, that is why a dead body is cold. Because there is no blood in their system. Let's look at, though you might call that sci-fi or science fiction or horror movie or what. Let's look at vampires. These are people that are dead inside, walking dead. What are they always looking for? Blood, because they don't have it. Body heats. It triggers them. It makes them go gaga. It's their drug. It's their opium. They want to feast on it to feel like they are alive. That is the only thing that makes them feel alive. They are afraid of the sun because they don't have something to face the sun. They don't have the blood in them to interact with the sun. I'm talking like maybe they're even real. They're afraid to face the sun because the sun will see them and see that there's no life in them and burn them to ashes. Return them to where they are supposed to be. What am I saying? I'm talking in the nonsense. What am I saying? That's you are not better than me that recognizes the nature around me. No. You are doing the difference is that you're doing artificial. You're not doing the real thing. It's like fruit to artificial flower buyegi. Whereas it is actually real flowers, real plants that purifies the air. Buyegi, so that it's just for decoration. Aesthetics. But the real thing would always be there. Sorry. But I'm not sorry. They couldn't have stopped having that conversation inside my head, like it was non-stop. I needed to set my ring light and talk to you that is listening to me. To understand, to understand, to overstand any position you're standing, you need to stand right and get it. That's no Obara na-ekwu okwu ya. I don't know Obara Christi. It is the Son. Ayawo. Christ is a consciousness that everybody should attain. Your vertebral column. 33. That is the number of your vertebral column. That is the end of the consciousness, the highest level. When you reach your pineal intelligence gland, when you reach Nabechigi, when you get high up, that is the number. And that is why even in Mason, the highest you can go is 33 degree Mason. Your Jesus Christ died at 33 because there is no other. That's to tell you that this is an allegory. This is a story of something that never really happened, but just to portray something. But I tell you that this book, I have my Bible. It's a book of codes for those who want to understand it. Christians, I'm not against you, but this video is for those people that want to feel like their religion is better than the other person's religion. You just don't even know what you're doing. Do you understand? And don't get it wrong, I'm not a religious person. I'm not. I have nothing to do with religion, absolutely nothing to do with religion. I'm just here to educate you now. Obaratule kagana agwa obarora ruechi, because there is power in the blood. Nayawo and inside of you. All right, have a nice